Happy Easter. Good morning. Well, shoot, it's not morning, but it's afternoon. Try to make a video real quick before heading off to the adventure that is called work. All right. This is about resurrection. Let's look at things that might need to be resurrected. Possible dead in us that we don't know that's dead, that needs to be either put to rest or brought back to life. I'm going to go through this real quick. I'm going to take this all the way up to the ages of 51 because that's where I'm at right now. Okay, between the ages of 1 through 4, 1 years old to 4 years old, in the very beginning of your life, was there anything that you wish you would have did or said? From the ages of 4 through 7, 4 years old to 7 years old, was there one thing that happened that you wish you would have did or said? Seven through 9 years old, what was going on in your life when you was 7 and 9 years old? Do you remember? Was there anything that happened there that you wished you would have said or done? What about 9 through 10? That 1 year right there. 9 through 10 years old. Any regrets? Something you wished you would have said or not said, or something you wished you would have did or not did? What about 10 through 12 years old? That's the transition place right there. That's the transition of the transition age. When you were 10 to 12 years old in that 2-year window, was there something you wished you would have said or done that you did not do? Here's a good one. This 1 year of 12 to 13. In that 1 year. What happened there? Okay, how about 13 to 15 years old? From the time you was 13 to 15 years old. What was going on there? Here's a real good one. How about 15 to 18 years old in that 3-year window? Well, what was going on? What about 15 to 18? Or did we just say that? 15 to 18. No, that's a real good one too right there. That 3-year window. And here's the fun one. 18 to 21. What about that? Those 3 years that led up to being 21 years old. That one item that you wished you would have said something or did something, or combination of that or whatever. There's that one item there. What about 21 years to 24 years old? You know that weird place where you think you're 21 every single year till you're like 24 and you're like, wow, I'm 24. What's going on there? What about 24 to 28 years old? When you were like, wow, I'm 20, still 24. And then you turn 28 and it's like, dang, I thought I was 24 this whole damn time, but I'm actually 28. Was there an item there? Or an ongoing item you wished you would have did or didn't do? Or wished you would have said or didn't said? And here's a fun one. The big 28 years old to 30 years old. Everybody hits that one. And there's a click. It's like, 30? 30? What the hell? I was like 21 the other day. I'm 30 now. What was going on in that little 2-year time span in between 28 years old and 30? Was you getting what you wanted out of life? Was you being what you wanted to be out of life? Was your world right and proper according to your own opinion? Or was it just, what was it? Was there anything there you wish you would have did different? That only you could have done different? And even now it's still in your hands to make it different or to do something about it. What about 30 years to 33 years old? That's a nice 3-year window right there. What was going on there? Any regrets? What about 33 to 35? That two-year window right there. How about 35 to 38? What about this 2-year spot of 38 years old to 40? The big 40. Da, 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 da. What was going on in your life in that 2-year window right there? Do you remember? What about 40 to 42 years old in that 2-year window? Was you tripping out? Was you wondering what was happening or what was not happening? Did you have a feeling that something was not quite right with life, but you could never place a finger on it? What about 42 to 44? There's a magic number there. There's something, I don't know about that. I still don't know. There's something there. I think we all pass through this gate of 42 years old to 44, that 2-year window right there. Any regrets? Anything that you need to make up to yourself, that you need to address and make it right with yourself somehow instead of having it swept under the carpet all those years? Or those 2 years, or whatever it may have been. What about 44 to 48? That's another significant place right there. That 4-year window right there. In that 4-year window of 44 years old to 48 years old, what was really going on with you? And here's a good one. 48 to 50 years old, that 2-year window, the big 5-0. We've already been the big 3-0 and the big 4-0 and then the big 5-0. It's like, wow. If you're at that age, if you're in that window or going through that window, 48 to 50 years old. And of course, this is where I stop because I can't go any further. I can't reference anything because this is where I'm at. So anyways, there it is right there. These little gates. To me, these are gates. These little gates that they go in 1-year increments, 4-year increments, 3-year increments, and 2-year increments, whatever. But they don't move in 5-year increments or more. I mean, you could if that, but anyways, that's kind of what I'm looking at right there. It's just a rough guideline to go by, something to think about. Pick a gate, 1 through 4 years old, and meditate on that. Maybe meditate on it a day or 2 or 3. And then the next window, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's like 20 gates to be looked at if you're 50 years old or 51, 52, something like that. Anyways, that's something to think about. Maybe there's something that needs to be resurrected in you, something that you need to make up to yourself where you let yourself down and it got swept under the carpet and you haven't reconciled yourself with yourself. Because I honestly believe at this point, if a person can do their best to look at every crack and cranny of their life, every twist and turn and all the dark places they've ever been, and honestly make it up to themselves and make it right with themselves somehow, at least in a simple manner, and just even a small way to make it up to yourself. It's like you start building like this kind of love and trust towards yourself, to where it's like, wow, I can actually trust me and I actually care about me. I didn't realize that. And then you start building this relationship, and then it kind of starts spilling over into your life, and you realize that it's more of an inside job than an outside job. All right, time to go to work. Happy Easter. Have a good. See you in the Funny Papers.